Hi Leo, thank you for joining me. This is gonna be your monthly reading, and I'm gonna start this reading by getting the major energy for you. So, for that, I'll be using Major Arcana, Animal Spirit, and Oracle deck, and then I'm gonna delve deep into the situation by using different kind of tarot deck, and then I'm gonna give you the timely divine message at the end of this reading by using Oracle Shaman deck. Okay, and please keep in mind this is a free-flowing intuitive reading, so I deliver the message as I receive it, and I do take jumpers from the deck, so sometimes it takes time to shuffle and get the card. So be patient if I'm not talking. If you don't want to watch me shuffling, please feel free to skip that part. I don't have to tell you what to do. I'm just saying that it takes a little bit of time sometimes. Okay, so let's get into this. Let's see what are the major energy you got. Okay, we got our card right away. Judgment. Judgment. Okay, let's get the animal spirit. Otter. How beautiful. Elk. Okay, one more. And we got panther in reverse. Let's get Oracle card. Okay. The dissolving light. Beautiful. It's like a similar energy, like a judgment. I'm so nice to. Okay, let's take a closer look at it and see what you have. Leo, what I'm seeing that I like, yeah, you're releasing something. You're releasing something, and I don't think that it's about some part of you. I feel like you're releasing a toxic, like a connection. I really think that. I really feel like that you are releasing a toxic connection which had a hold on you for a long period of time. This relationship, it could be any kind of relationship. This person, this relationship had a hold on you, and it almost like made you forget how to be in the moment, how to be spontaneous, how to be feel free, how to it's like this toxic relationship or the connection or the person brought a lot of restriction on your life, and it's not that you allowed it spontaneously. It just kind of creeped into your existence, that kind of restriction. It's not like very upfront. Oh, you want to do, you want to do this, you won't be able to do this. It's not that kind of explicit upfront contract. It's like this toxic relationship, and this toxicity, this kind of person that you had, it just, through their presence, very very kind of almost like those kind of restriction kind of implied on you, kind of very sneaky way. It's like it's nothing was very explicit, but you felt very kind of without your knowledge, you know you felt that you are very kind of tied down and they had a hold on you, so you couldn't really fight back, you kind of gave in to this kind of behavior, this kind of limitation that they kind of, this relationship or that person particularly implied on you. You kind of gave in to all these kind of things because they had you maybe emotionally kind of attached to them more than you need to be, like is kind of almost to your detrimental, detriment. You kind of emotionally kind of depended on them, or they had, like, that's what I mean by they had a hold on you, that's what it feels. And you are releasing that, you are releasing this toxic person, this toxicity, and especially you are releasing your dependency on them emotional basis, or their hold on you, all on you, like I also feel that you did that because of lot of reason, like you try, it's not based on love, but you feel like obligated. Maybe they are like maybe on paper everything is right with them, so you did not really have any, like, like so-called like justified reason to leave them, so you kind of put yourself bind to them because you feel like, oh, I'm just being maybe over ambitious to expecting so many things from this person, because this person is not really that bad. They are not doing anything bad, but that I'm saying their hold on you is kind of sneakily, is like sneaky way it kind of entangled you, and you felt very trapped in this situation, you felt very trapped. And I'm also getting that you wanted to, maybe they are like a little sympathy kind of seeker. Maybe they told you about their sad childhood or some kind of sad story about them, like it's like not that they're lying, they wanted your attention or sympathy, and they wanted through their sad story, they wanted to buy that by making you kind of feel obligated towards their own sadness and bad luck or whatever, how they presented it. So you feel like, oh, they need you, they went through already so much, so you wanted to be there for them. So there's like all this kind of situation came into play, and once you kind of give in, slowly they kind of entangled you, their toxicity, that energy kind of entangled you and put some kind of limitation on you, so you are kind of getting out of that. With the otter, I'm feeling like that, like yeah, like you are getting this kind of child, you are Leo, you are getting again your creativity back, you are getting again that kind of eyes where you appreciate yourself, you wanna show up in the it's not nice that it's kind of limelight, it's like this binocular kind of, like you are again kind of getting the center stage, because you are presenting yourself, you are presenting yourself creatively, you are presenting yourself authentically. And if there is a sense of child, there is a sense of, otter is very playful, there is a sense of playfulness is coming back to you once you release this kind of toxicity and that person and the relationship. This kind of child, not child, like playfulness is again coming back to you. You are getting into that kind of vibes, and it's you are again putting yourself on the center stage, you are again putting yourself so that people can see you, admire you, learn from you, motivate you, inspire you, those kind of things. You are kind of getting out of the shell and putting yourself again on the stage, like on stage, I'm talking metaphorically. You are expressing yourself, that's what I mean. You are expressing yourself, you are being very genuine to yourself, and you are being also trying to be very playful and creative at the same time. And your change, whatever you are, because you are putting yourself on the stage, you are not just doing it in your room. Maybe you are sharing your, like your vivacity, whichever way. Maybe you are you are not hiding yourself, and you are getting noticed. Especially this person, that I feel like elf is the energy of that person that you are with in a kind of toxic relationship. They are very I really think they have maybe some kind of heavy earth on their chart, and especially Capricorn. And like I also feel that they may be a little bit older than you. And I'm also getting that they are like shocked. They are like looking at your presentation, looking at that you are again putting yourself on the stage, like you are putting yourself for other people to see who you are, that kind of accessibility you are trying to attain. And they are really shocked about, they are really looking at it from the far. And I'm seeing maybe you, if you maybe you guys live in the same neighborhood or same kind of locality where they can see what you're doing, or maybe it's on online, or maybe you are a performer, or where you put your work, other people can see it. So there is some kind of channel, like they can see, they can I'm also feeling that energy that they're seeing from the far, they're seeing from the far. So how you are presenting yourself, they can see it. So they are really kind of, maybe they're following you, maybe they follow your like online thing, what kind of, but so they kind of keeping a tab on you, like how you're progressing in your life. And the way you are progressing, they are really shocked about it. They're really shocked, like they are looking at it and they're like, yeah. And I'm not getting very bad energy from them. It's not like that they are envy or jealous. It's not like that, oh my god, Leo got out of my hand. Not like that. They are really looking at your progress, and they are really seeing that like who you are. When you guys were together, or whatever toxicity relationship, toxic relationship you guys were, they really never really saw you, because you were like so, their toxic power was kind of overshadowed your own nature. So they never really saw you, because you were always under their belt, you know what I mean. So, and now you are really showing yourself, really presenting who you are. And they're like seeing from the far, and they're like, oh, that's who Leo was. I never really got to know that person. That kind of, there is a little bit of bewilderness, is that okay? That kind of little bit of awe kind of energy I'm getting. And they have, and they're also, when they're looking at you from far and seeing the progress and seeing who you are actually, because you're not holding yourself for anybody. You are really presenting yourself for who you are. And they're seeing it, and they also realizing that they have lot of things that they need to purge, but they're not doing it. And that's, so your lightness, your ability to really express yourself truthfully is actually astonishing them, because they cannot do it, because they know that they have lot of things, lot of shadows, lot of darkness, lot of pain, lot of, I'm also getting like a lot of pain. And because of they have lot of pain, they want to hurt other people. And that because they want to hurt other people, control other people, not because they just want to control other people, because they have a lot of pain within themselves, and they are not getting, they are not letting it out, they are not purging through it. But they are aware. More and more they see you from distance, and seeing you who you are, like really you are authentically presenting yourself who you are. And then that kind of holding a mirror for them, and they are seeing that how authentically they are not presenting themselves, how much burden, how much pain and envy, jealousy, anger they hold inside. They have a lot of anger, not towards you, they have a lot of anger towards, maybe like society in general, or maybe parents, or maybe so many things. It could be a lot of things, anything that did not do them right. They hold a lot of anger, and that kind of like a fight kind of energy within them, but they do not let it out. They do not let it out, because on the surface they are very, they wanted to come across like somebody who got everything under their control, matured, composed. There is a certain sense of, so they have a lot of anger against somebody, or against the like how they grew up, or it could be past, very past, like from long past, but they hold that all this thing inside. So there is a lot of pain that this person actually carry, but they do not acknowledge that. But the more and more they are seeing you, that you being authentic, it's kind of you actually kind of working as a mirror for them for them to understand that how much they don't try to be, they are not, they cannot be authentic of themselves. The more you are become authentic, that they realize that how much they are not being authentic. And the dissolving light, like it's the same thing, it's like a child within a child within a child within a child within a child, it's like all, like, encompassing all, like it's the same energy. Like I said, it's like a judgment kind. You are really emitting your light right now. You are really emitting your light. You are outgrowing all this pain. You are outgrowing all this suppression and oppression, and any, like all these thoughts and beliefs. And when you are with them, like, you cannot do this, you cannot do that, you have to be this way, even though they did not say it explicitly, but they implied heavily, and you felt obligated to their implications. But you are like, you're really shining bright, you are really, you are really, it's almost like I'm feeling like you are like onion, and you are peeling layer by layer, and you are letting the world know who you are from within. With the otter, there is a certain sense of confidence, playfulness, and genuine authenticity, authentic power and energy that I'm getting. And this power is actually very bright and warm. People who are now getting in touch with you really liking your energy, and that's why, they can see that, and that's why they are not envious of you. They are not like, oh my god, and look at that Leo, now, there is no anger. They actually looking your progress as a mirror, and they are reflecting that how much they cannot be themselves, because there's a lot of anger and pain within them that need to be purged out. But your light is so bright. You are really coming across very warm person right now. It's very easy for other people to approach you. It's very easy for other people to really be close with you and be form a connection. So if this is a right time to build friendship, connection, real connection with other people, if you are really looking for that, because your energy is very warm and welcoming right now. Okay, let's get deep into this and see what's going on. King of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands. See, King of Pentacles. I told you, there is a like heavy earth sign, mostly Capricorn. King of Pentacles, again the similar energy. Okay. Sorry. Okay, Three of Wands. Okay, Four of Cups in reverse. I feel like I need one more card in this for one more card. Two of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so let's see what is this saying. You know, I really feel that this is them, this is their energy, King of Pentacles, and you actually thought when you got into this kind of connection, you thought that it will be very comforting. You also thought that, you know, it would be very, not only comforting, it would be very, not like, very relaxed and kind of spiritually charged. You really felt like this person knows how to live life like relaxedly, contently. You know, you felt that, you thought that, actually you not felt that, you thought that would be the case, because the way they, you know, the way you perceived them was very relaxed, kind of wise, kind of very calming energy. But what happened, you know, like you, whatever you thought, whatever inspired you to be in this relationship, to be in this connection with them, it's completely, you know, your, yeah, it's like Ace of Wands in reverse. It's like your vision, the way you vision this connection was completely upside down. You know, that was not the case. But you are, because you you know, because you think this would be the case, so you know, even though when you are getting these red flags, or even though when you felt like you are extending yourself way too much to, and it started become toxic, even within that situation you feel like you are not doing something right. Maybe you feel like that because in your head you had this idea that being with them or this connection is something, especially not connection per se, but them, you had this idea that they are content, they are spiritual, they are wise, they are kind. So when things doesn't, you know, when you started feeling this, that overextending energy within yourself, and when you started feeling that you are kind of letting some part of you go, and feel like a little compromised, you feel like there is something wrong with you, or you are doing something wrong, or you are perceiving this connection something wrong, because in your head you really put this person in a very positive light. So when still things started getting toxic, you feel like it is you who is instigating or who is inflicting this kind of toxicity within the relationship. It took you quite a while to understand that how they had a hold on you. You both have a role to play, but initially you blamed yourself, and that's what kept you in this connection for longer than you anticipated, because your purpose was kind of completely upside down, and that's where you are getting out with the judgment. That's where you are freeing yourself from. You are freeing yourself from this idea that they are the perfect one and you are the wrong one, and you need to be at service at them, to them. You know, you are understanding like there is like how this dynamics is actually limiting you. You are understanding that, and you are letting go of that kind of perception that you had of this person, and you are also stop blaming yourself for any kind of toxicity that has caused within this span of relationship. Three of Wands. Interesting. I'm getting this. Hold on. I need another, because let me get another card. That one just flew out. Yeah, the Hanged Man. Interesting. The Hanged Man and the Three of Wands. What I'm getting here. Yeah. Leo. There is a subtle tendency, there is a certain desire in you which still wants to know what this person is doing. You guys are definitely not talking. You guys, even if you are talking like maybe hi, hello, or whatever, but you guys definitely not in a relationship right now. You got out of, like, when you get into this energy, you're not gonna be in this relationship anymore. So you still have, sometimes you wonder, if you stayed longer with them, if things went well the way you anticipated, what you could have achieved in life with them. So there is the sense of, like, still you have this, you sometimes wonder, about, if things were not this toxic with between you two, how far you could have gone with them, or you two, because you had a lot of hope. You really saw them somebody who understands humankind. There is a certain sense of kindness that you saw, you thought that they have. But when a person hold this kind of anger and pain inside and doesn't really flush it out, so they kind of inflict misery on others. It's like a misery love company, because they are very miserable within themselves, because there is a lot of pain and anger. Even though on outside they can look like this king of pentacles, like calm, composed, wise, kind, but there is this panther, comes out time to time. And when you got to know them, you saw the panther more than you saw the king of pentacles, this attire. So you are, sometimes you wonder, like, how, if they, like, if everything, if like, if not, I'm not sensing that you want a relationship with them again, but your mind sometimes still think, because with the hanged man, you still sometimes wonder how far it could have gone, where you guys could have gone if everything was right. So there is a sense of speculation there, because you still somehow like that idea, the way you saw them, not necessarily the way they are, but the way you saw them, that inspired you to be with them. And that inspiration sometimes still come back to you and makes you wonder how far and where you both could have been gone and doing and build if you guys are together. And look at that, Four of Cups in reverse and Two of Pentacles in reverse. So there is a lot of indecision you had in past. Like I said, you blamed yourself. So with the Four of Cups, it's like, oh, I have all the cups. It's me that is the fault. It's me that is not understanding the cup this person is giving. So there is a lot of self-blaming that you went through, and that created a lot of indecision on your part. You could not, like, one time you feel like that, okay, I'm just gonna stand for myself, that the next moment you feel like, no, I'm being selfish, they're the one kind one, I need to support them. So you always, this kind of duality you felt, and most of the time you ended up sacrificing yourself and submit yourself to their will, or to their whatever they are demanding, subtly. They did not demand anything explicitly, but their action kind of implied a certain sense of limitation, and you always give in to that, because you felt you are the one who is not understanding the love, because they, in your mind, is like this King of Pentacles. So you put them in a very high, yeah, so you put them in a very high, like, you perceive them in a very, very more positive energy, or more higher energy than they were. And you always felt you are the one who lacks something, who is causing this kind of problem, who is not understanding what's going on. So there is a lot of self doubting there, and it always ended up you sacrificing your will and overextending yourself, because you thought that you are the one who is at fault, who is at fault. So that is, that's, you are understanding that, Yeah, that's why more you understand that where how you held yourself through this relationship, the more you understand the reality of you, more become you become more positive about yourself, because you realize that it was not you. Of course two people had to play, I cannot just blame them or blame you for anything, it's like a dance, but it's like you realize that it was not that you were at fault, it was that like something did not match and you held them in such a high regard that did not let you to really acknowledge that they have something that's need to be purged out. So you blamed yourself. So you are understanding all this, and more you are understanding this, look at this, like you are not feeling self-pity, you are not feeling indecisive, you are feeling this light, this warmth and light is coming out of you, because you are understanding where you both stand, the clarity is coming to you. Excuse me. The clarity is coming to you and you feel more, you are not blaming yourself anymore. Okay, let's get another layer. Okay, we got Star in reverse. Let's put this here. We got Star in reverse and we got the Hanged Man in reverse. See? Hanged Man in reverse, 2-time Hanged Man. Okay, and it got right under the Hanged Man. Father of Wands, your card. This is very nice energy, back like 2 major arcana, then Father of Wands with the lightning bolt, it's like a very decisive energy I'm getting from this. And then oh my god, the Lovers. All right, I need another card for the Lovers. Son of Swords. Interesting. So what I'm getting with the Star in reverse here, Leo, I really feel like that you realize the more and more, see that you are getting your lighter, getting brighter and brighter, as I said, and you realize that this is not, you really felt that, like when you got into this connection, that this is everything, the stars are aligned, but you realize that this is not actually called for. You realize that universe does not, it was not meant to be. There is some kind of spiritual understanding of this ending that you are going through. You understand that this is not meant to be. And more you believe that, more you understand that this is not meant to be, it's easy for you to get this judgment, easy for you to release this kind of hold, release this toxicity, release this connection. Look at that, release this connection, because the moment you realize that this is not meant to be, maybe you are getting a lot of downloads, maybe you are also getting some kind of, like epiphany, that, like what you thought is something was so strong or something was so important because you held them in high regards. You realize that it was sometimes, things happens almost like a mirage, and we feel like this is real, but that mirage happens so that we come to the reality and really understand our real self. You understand that this has been a mirage so that you can come to an understanding of your own light. If you did not go through this, I'm not saying that you will not come to understanding of your own light, and the warmth and the creativity and the playfulness and the authenticity and genuinity that you hold, but it would have taken a longer process for you to understand that. So you understand that this connection was a modality, almost like for you to come in contact with all these goodies about yourself, and you understanding that this is not meant to be. And more you understand that you are not, like I said, there is a little bit of speculation. How would have it, how it would have gone if everything, if we can fix this, if everything was right. So there is a little bit of longing there. That's longing. You are not the hangman in reverse. You are not holding on to that anymore. You're not holding on to that anymore. The more and more you are going to be getting this download that this is not meant to be, the more and more you are not speculating how the future would have looked like if you guys were together. That understanding, that mindset is gonna dissipate as you understand that this is a modality. This connection was a tool, was a modality for you to understand your own light. So the more you understand that, you are not going to speculate on that future, and that's actually helping you. Look at the Father of Wands. It's all about action. With the Serpent, it's all about spiritual growth, action, lighting. You something is getting so clear in your life, and you feel like now you are going to be acting, you are going to be so much in your power. It's just unbelievable. People gonna be like magnetized by you. There is a magnetism I'm getting out of this Father of Wands. You are gonna get in your power. It's gonna take some time. Maybe it's gonna take some weeks or something, depending on your speed of your work or speed of your realization. But don't push yourself. It's gonna come to you, in time, when the time is right. But you're gonna be feeling so much on point with you. That's why they are just mesmerized by seeing you. Because look at this Father of Wands with the lighting ball. Like you are like no more speculation. You are like so much, like you are like no, there is no fear within you when you get into this energy, and for to hold yourself back. You're not gonna hold yourself back an inch. You're gonna express yourself completely and full genuine, and that gonna magnetize people. And that's what I was like, like there is a solid connection with lovers, and this person is coming, like they're gonna see you. It's not this person, it's a different person, it's a new person with the Son of Swords. They are very intellectual. They rely heavily on their intellect, that kind of person. And they are very active. They don't wait. They know that time is everything. When the time is right, they just act on it. So there is a lot of agility from them, and they're gonna come to you, and it's gonna be a lot of, there is a possibility of forming some kind of deeper sense of love with this person. Almost like you guys get each other, really get each other. You guys, and I also feel that they're maybe this one had a little bit of like some kind of maturity gap or something like that, but this is like a more like feel like almost like look at this, like a two doves, like, was it dove, I don't know what kind of doves, right? Oh my god. I don't know animals. They're doves or goose, I don't know. Anyway, they're doves. So like it feels like you two are gonna be pretty much like a similar, not similar energy, but like similar viewpoints, similar values that you hold in life, and it's gonna create a lot of nice bonding with you two. You're gonna create a lot of very nice, kind of almost peaceful, at the same time very spiritually charged. You guys gonna go places in a very peaceful way. It's almost like you are gonna team up with each other, and this person gonna charge to you when they see you, when you're gonna show yourself. So it's all about you expressing yourself fully, and that's gonna happen in time. So don't force anything. Go through the energy here. Everything gonna happen in time. Okay, I'm gonna get a card one is invitation, one is medicine. That means invitation is that in universe is asking you to act on this energy right now, like when you feel time is right. And another one is medicine, which is asking you to heal from those kind of energy. Okay, I'm not gonna take this for some reason. I was not prepared. Now I'm gonna take it. Okay, this is your invitation. Thunder. Look at this. What did I say? Father of Wands, thunderbolt. You know, like when this happens, when you completely do not hold anything and completely unleash your authenticity outside and let people see it, let people experience it, love is coming. Like people gonna be magnetized, and that is the energy that universe also want you to embody. Thunder, inviting you to embody the thunder energy. And what is the medicine card? The holy mountain. Okay, I'm gonna read it from the book. Let's see what it says. Okay, so the thunder. When thunder comes as an invitation, it says, when thunder comes into your reading, it refers to a big dramatic change that feels like a herd of wind bison on the run. You feel it right through your bones, and you know that you are powerless to influence whatever events have been set in motion. This is a time to be prepared for anything. Your life is an adventure, and wonderful opportunities are arriving now. The trick is to learn to run with them. Qualities that you will need now more than ever are flexibility, dexterity, and willingness to experience it all without dictating from where or in what form opportunities will come. Your destiny is arriving. Be ready. I mean, this is really like, it's just like that's what the judgment is, that's what the light is, and lovers are there, you know, like the big, you know, big kind of changes. You are making it happen just by realizing all these things. So that's what it's asking you to be, you know, be bold, you know. And I think you are being bold, but it's just reiterating the same energy that you are already gonna be in. Okay, and holy mountain is your medicine that you wanna heal that energy. 25. I'm just 50C is broken down to 11, which is all about this master number, initiation, going, taking charge, being like completely. One is also Aries, is all about self, like really authentically know, like you know, unapologetically you are being unapologetically you, and that's gonna attract the treasure to you. Really, that's what I'm getting. 25. Okay. When the holy mountain shows up as a medicine, it is time to be active. Do not let your doubts deter you and keep you bound. This is a time to leap over challenges and to remember that from the top of the mountain there are no obstacles, only beauty and unobstructed view of the entire earth. And there is no need to go shopping for the right hiking boots or camping equipment to climb the holy mountain. You already have all the gear you need. Overcome any lethargy, indolence, and laziness, as there are the real obstacles. You know, so it's saying that if you are feeling like, if you are, I don't think that's the energy, but maybe some of you still in the mode that you are still wanna, you know, like kind of push through this relationship or push through any kind of toxicity that is happening, especially through this relationship pertaining to this reading. Don't be that, because that's gonna be your real enemy. This toxicity is not the enemy. Your enemy gonna be you, because you are choosing to stay in that toxicity farther than you can, your body can handle, your mind can handle, because you are hurting. With the judgment, you are, you know, nobody gets to a judgment situation without the feeling that they needs to let something go, otherwise they are gonna be completely hurt, or they are gonna they're hurting. So if you are still staying in this kind of thing, you are only going to be hurting yourself, and your enemy only going to be you. So it's I don't think that's the energy. I did not get that energy that you are choosing to stay. But if any of you, if there is that kind of thought that comes in because you know that's comfortable, at least even though it's painful, but at least you are aware of this, you are familiar with this pain. So if you think like that, please keep in mind that that's not going to serve you at all. This is the time to really unleash all these things and get into your thunder energy, because that's where you are going to get new opportunity, new love, and all this fulfillment. And especially, more than anything, you are going to be getting to unleash who you are truly, and that kind of warmth and light going to bring more people towards you, and you are going to form a meaningful connection with people. That means a lot. So it's up to you, but I'm just saying, I do not get that energy from you, that you want to hold on. But still, if you're thinking like that, if sometimes that kind of thought lurks into your mind, remind yourself that what is ahead, if you just, if you don't push through this and start new. Okay, Leo, I hope you get something from it, and I will see you next time. Okay, take care. Bye.